both? You over here? We're live. What's this? Hey, what's that? Right? Dude. Oh, boy. Fucking rookie. Notification? Really? This guy's a mess. Yeah, nobody was even waiting. I don't know. This one here's pretty twisted up. Good morning, and welcome to Banter with Richie B Live. Look at the 90s in here, dude. Look at this over here. Same here. What's up, D-Hoot? Tinsel, hey. Oh, boy. Here we go. Okay. What am I doing? Where am I? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Big Andy. Sorry, I'm talking to 3 people, but YouTube tells me there's 1 person on. So I did this experiment last night, guys, with YouTube. Such scumbags. And I got this post I put up. It was up to 705 views, right? And I watched. I kept clicking back in and refreshing it, and I watched it drop to 469 every time I clicked it. Bojo. So here, this area here is the noise. Like out there's the parking lot, right, guys? So this is the area where we get the heat signatures. So we decided to come right in here and look. And I'm finding all these little breaks and, you know, there's twists and there's a glyph in the ground sticking out of the ground. But this is the area right here. Bojo, you can see little scuff paths. Yeah, you see that, guys? Good morning, everybody. Yeah, right here, look at it. You see that little, there's a big scuff mark here. Yeah, I can see it. There's little pathways. So we've never really come over here and looked after, but you can see there's little pathways here. We haven't gone to the gifting chair yet, so standing by. Yeah, right in here, you can see they stood here. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was where we did that interview with Sam, though. No, look over there, behind you. There was an oak tree and some holly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. I just don't remember that tree being knocked over. Good morning, everybody. My name is Richie B. We are doing research in the Bridgewater Triangle, southeastern Massachusetts. Very known. Yeah, yep, I know. Well, look over here, dude. Look how it drops down.
I know.
Yo, what's up, TLT? It drops down pretty good. Little wetlands here. So when we're out there and we get activity in here, right? Good morning, Vincent. I'm in southeastern Massachusetts. You know the Bridgewater Triangle, Vincent? We're researching a known Sasquatch area that we've been researching pretty steady for about a year straight. And we're located in the Bridgewater Triangle. So, Woj, look at that. Look at a hole. Just.
It seems like a pathway.
Yeah, but I think I have my heat signatures come from that. So we got heat signatures that come from the field out there, aimed into these woods. Just me and Wojo. And look at right here. I think we have a heat signature with them standing right here. Yeah. Because these are the trees. See the trees that are in the heat signature? Remember there was like 4 or 5 of them? Yep. And they were in this area, these trees right here. It was this angle. And check it out. Look at the hole right there. Kept saying, man, we're seeing like the head, the the round shaped, conical like shape.
I do. See like the little snaps right here, these little breaks.
Oh yeah, something walking through.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, so. But still.
You never like.
No. Well, we're getting down his property. We got to back off. Yeah. Unfortunately. Well, we're going to head to a gift and share. If you're new here, look at that thing balanced on that little twig again. Look at this thing. That's locked in there. It's pretty heavy. Wow. Takes a lot to lift. Nothing, no scuff marks. So it didn't slide down the tree. Just had.
This is locked in good.
And it's on that little branch. So this is what we question a lot. Like, how does that tree that Wojo had a tough time lifting land on that little twig right here and not break it?
There's a lot of the weight. Where's that?
Says we're freezing up. I got full bars. Oh, a lot of deer poop. All right, we're going to head to the gift and share if anybody's still here. Yeah, I don't know why it's freezing up, unless we got friends watching us. But we're going to head to the gift and share. Look at this tree right here. Look, classic leaner. Look at that, Woj. No bark anywhere.
Nope.
Some pieces on the ground, but you would think there'd be a whole tree. And these are usually really heavy, really filled with water. That's one of the theories I was been thinking about the other day. People always say, like, why do they take the bark off? Andy, are we still freezing up? What if they take the bark off to expose it to the water and have it filled with water? Because I noticed those ones are heavier, and I think the bark would protect them from the water because once they're dead. No, I know. I understand all the beef jerky and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, for this not to be moved, you make it 100 pounds, 200 pounds heavier if you take the bark off and the water is able to penetrate and soak in. It's saturated. Try moving that thing.
No, that's a great theory.
Hey, what's up, chillin'? It's just so difficult to move.
Wow, that thing is heavy.
Yeah.
So that means if this is the back, came down, that thing should shatter.
Yeah.
But again, I wonder if.
Hey, are those leanas on the holly trees? Rake? Look at this is blocked off right there.
Oh, look, they teeth feed over there.
That's what I'm saying. That wasn't there.
No, that's something new.
So we did an interview. Yeah, that's new. So we did an interview with Sam in this little, like, makeshift hut.
Look at how it goes underneath and through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Look at these sticks leaning. These weren't here before. This is like my yard. I call them rakes because they look like, the spine. They look like the bottom of a rake. But yeah, they're all placed in here. And look they're all intertwined. Just like the one over at my house. One here, one here, one here, one here. Yeah, this is the holly tree we stood in.
Mm-hmm.
Those weren't there.
And we found the area like it was just flattened.
Hey, James. How you doing, man? All right. Hey, Denzel. Huh. Nice. I like that. So that's new. So it's definitely an active area in here. We're located in the Bridgewater Triangle, southeastern Massachusetts. We're doing research on Sasquatch. My name is Richie B. This is the Wojo. Great. We're doing okay. Oh, what's that?
The bone.
Yeah. Any more? This area is just pelvis? That's what I was thinking, pelvic.
Wow. It's just like.
Hey, Alpha. How's everybody doing today? Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. Hit that notify button. Oh yeah, there's more over here. There's a vertebra right here. 2 of them.
Yeah.
One here. One there.
Yeah. So
More over here.
oh, we can find it possible. That's the other side.
Yep.
So
Wow.
this is the first time we're seeing bones being moved.
Yeah. right where that deer scat is, and there's that hut that we talk about, really, that we stood in.
So,
I mean, rancher and 55 years old. Awesome. Where you located, James? Welcome to Banter Richie B Live. Nice having you. Believe in Bigfoot? Have any activity out by your ranch? Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of bones.
yeah, but it's all sequence though. It's like
Yeah. Yep.
rock.
So this area here, North Carolina, nice, dude. Yeah, our friend Sam's from North Carolina. Where are you going? Are you attacking Ukraine? Not yet. No, I'm just kidding. We're in the Bridgewater Triangle in southeastern Mass. If you're not familiar with the history of the Bridgewater Triangle, definitely look it up. It's like one of those weird triangle things with energies and ghosts, blah, blah, blah. But we've been researching Sasquatch in this area. And we've been in this area a couple times a week for a year straight. And we have found some crazy stuff. And we have recordings and stuff like that. Different sounds. We have a linguist that has kind of pretty much confirmed that we have some kind of language on our recorder. So yeah, if you're new here,
Serious flattened area.
stick around.
Only because you can see like pine needles pushed down.
Yeah. Thanks, D Hoot. I didn't see what he ended up saying. Eric Vogel, what's up, legend? Good to see you, bro. This little area is interesting. And it's the area that it should have traffic. Yeah, I got some more over here, too. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, look at that little impression. Hello from New Mexico. I never saw a Bigfoot. I heard one at my dad's ranch and other stuff. Oh, awesome, dude. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, you kind of know when they hit you, don't you? When that sound comes through, you're like, nothing else makes that noise, you know? Thank you. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Hit the notify button. Because we come out and do live. We do live investigations pretty regularly. We have a gifting chair located over here that we leave peanut butter jars and zingers. They're like Twinkies, but with coconut on them or something. And for about 8 months straight now, it's been disappearing. The peanut butter jar's been spun off the top, and yeah, we've been barked at and howled at and whooped at, and we have recordings that we have a recorder that we put up underneath the gifting chair. We put it there a little while, but I'm gonna because the weather's changing. So yeah, all kinds of cool evidence like on that channel, you know. Thanks for sharing, Holly. Appreciate that. And that's what we do here. This is interactive, so get on your headphones, look around with us, listen with us, be part of the investigation. You don't need to just watch. You can actually be part of it. We encourage that. And we want to bring it to you live, so if something happens, it ain't bullshit. Nobody's over here editing stuff, So, what the hell's that now? P. Diddler? What the hell is that? See, what is going on this morning? D who's over here working this morning. A guy named P. Diddler came in dropping comments. Come on, people. Listen, we got moderators in here, and or at least one right now. And we're not here to play games. So,
We're just here to show you.
yeah, show you what we're seeing. That's all. You can make your own determination. No one's trying to convince anybody of anything, and we definitely don't want to deal with vulgar bullshit. Okay, so go away then, Vash. Let me look at your name. 140 is it? I don't know what that means. What, pixelation or something, Vash? I'm trying out here, dude. I'm doing live, dude. I'm doing live events, so you know we're not bullshitting you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna edit stuff and make it look pretty. I'd rather have you see something. Oh, what is going on today, D-Hoot? Good morning, Michelle. D-Hoot's not playing. Wojo, where you going? Yeah, it's over here. All right. Jeez, next time let me know you're cutting off and leaving me. I get scared. Anyways, if you're new here, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. My name's Richie B. We're in the southeastern Massachusetts in what's known as the Bridgewater Triangle. And we are researching Sasquatch activity in our research area, in an area that we have had many experiences with. If you're serious, and yep, you got it, Wander. Sasquatch. If you want to check shit out, what is that? You guys see that guy? I have to... Hang on a minute, guys. Wojo, I need you over this way. I think I got... Looks like a print. We believe there is some dogman activity out here, but I don't know much about them, to be honest with you. Oh, cool, we have our own Southeast Texas version. Oh, no shit, huh? Yeah, the folk monster. I know about the folk monster. Yeah, my name's Richie B. Follow me on YouTube, and you can check it out. We do a podcast every Saturday. I was hunting a Bigfoot was a black bear. Really? Yeah, we'll scan it, D-Hoot. Relax. I just want Wojo to check this out. You looking for Bigfoot? Good luck. Yeah, well, we have a lot of, air quotes evidence. You know what I mean? We're not everything's Bigfoot. We're not jumping through the woods seeing it, Yeah, we've had them run. We had 2 instances where they ran by us, like not far, like 60 feet. 60 yards away through the woods crashing. It was me, Wojo, and my son. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Look at this one. Because remember we were here. We come here. Yeah. But look at this. I don't know if it goes underneath or not. I think there's toes underneath. Under here. You see it? But you see the heel? That's that classic kind of flat.
Yeah, it's like pushed out.
And it's going this way. Why would we go that way?
What's that to your left?
I'm looking.
Up towards the hill a little bit.
We should get a marker on this and then scan it before we go. So, just for the new people, we have a bunch of casts that we've pulled out of here. You can see it on my YouTube channel. We actually have a small cast that we found in the ice, and we documented everything live like you see now. That way there's no bullshit. We don't edit. You can see it. I'm not trying to fool nobody in the back room. And no offense to anybody that does that. I just don't want to do that. You're in North Carolina too? Love it, dude.
Wow, we got a lot of...
I love it. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Fuquay, Varina for 7 years. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. And then it got inundated with humans. So I came back up here in Massachusetts where it's inundated with more humans. Georgia, nice. I was at Fort Benning in Georgia. 11 Bravo, home of the infantry.
Huge Georgia fan right here.
Yeah, Georgia Bulldog right there, that guy.
Big time.
Look at this one over here, too, Woj.
Yeah, I can see everything from here.
Yeah, there's some activity through here. So we have a gifting chair out here that we gift them with. And again, if you go back and look through the history of it, there's an episode on my podcast called The Journey of the Gifting Chair. I highly recommend you watch that one. It just has a lot of evidence. We have a podcast every Saturday night at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Banter with Richie B podcast, and my co-host is Wojo. And we present a lot of different things like evidence, What do you think it is? Lincoln, Delaware? Oh, okay. What do I think what is? I'm sorry. Tears of joy. Oh, be happy. That's good. I'm glad you're happy. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But, yeah, no, I'm glad you guys are here. It's good to see some new faces and some familiar faces and people that have been here. Oh, whoa, Joe. Oh, shit. Oh, is that another one? What is that? That's deep, right? Yeah, this one I could barely pull out. Watch this, guys.
Look at that up to here.
Oh, dude. Right near the prints. And it looked like he took a marker down. Property marker, maybe. They don't like property markers. I don't know if you... Yeah, so there's one, two. There's one there. Right? There's a bat-like creature about 7 inches tall with a strange tail. Really? That's crazy. Thanks for sharing. Morning, TK. We are researching Bigfoot. Yes, sorry, I just don't use the word hunting. But you can if you want. We are researching Sasquatch in a known active area where we have a gifting chair. Look at this thing. We've pulled casts out of. We just found what I believe to be a print here and over there, right at the edge of the mud. So I have a 3D scanner called Scaniverse, and we'll scan 3D. You can go on my YouTube. You can see all the scans that I've done. And the 3D version, you can zoom in, zoom out, really get in there. You can see clear toe features. Like I said, we pulled one off the ice, out of the ice. It was pretty tricky. We went through and got a lot of opinions from people that have done things like that before to kind of help us walk through it, you know. Good morning, TKB. I think it's called Dogman Encounters, people. Yeah. I've heard of them. Hey, Levi, how you doing? But yeah, no, it's been eventful in here, guys. It really has. It's been crazy. This week we're gonna hit a couple up we have a 10-mile radius where we research because my story starts like a decade ago, basically in my backyard, and the woods started going crazy. Things breaking, something walking, and anyways, the rest of the story's on YouTube. You can check it out. It's on my podcast as well. But the key here is we want to be live and share it with you. So Wojo, you got a picture of the chair? It looks like it's been touched, bro. Yeah, the chair appears to be empty. Yeah, let's get a picture of it. Let's show the before. Thank you, Arnold. We try. So check it out. What happened?
I forgot to call Lisa. Sorry, Lisa, if you're on here. Honestly, I did tell you.
So we're going to show you a picture of the gifting chair, guys.
All right, so this is...
I am a Cancer. So here's the gifting chair. So you can see what we leave.
You get a few rocks.
Yep.
You get the stick.
Yep.
So we left zingers, only zingers.
Yep.
And I just left a piece of bark.
Yep.
So...
what's the coolest thing we ever found in the woods? I like the casting prints. We've casted a bunch of prints out here, and they're pretty cool. You can actually see the characteristics of a human. I think I see the wrapper to the left already. Look at this guy. Oh, yeah. Hang on, guys. Hang on 1 second, okay, guys? Check it out. Yep, they've been here. So this is what we have. So the key is here. I showed you the picture. Look how clean that is, dude. So we have wrappers. Now, I have other things for DNA, so don't make comments. Sometimes we have a ton of stuff to be submitted for DNA. This is what the cakes sit on in the wrapper. You see it? That's the gifting chair. It's empty. And of course, we deal with compost, so we don't get a lot of prints. So when we do, we try to... Yeah, there's the opening of the wrapper right there, dude.
Yep.
He was on there. So check it out, guys. So here's the wrapper. So this is the wrapper right here of the zingers. I don't see anything. So I'm gonna pick it up by the edge, but still, look it. I want you new people to see this. Check it out. See how these wrappers are torn open? They come like this.
Now watch in the bottom.
You
see the remnants? It
Yeah.
gets stuck in there.
Yep.
It gets stuck also.
Yep.
You can see really right here in the bottom. So
Yep.
that cardboard is licked clean.
Yeah. So you see here, there's no claw marks, no teeth marks. It's torn open like you or I would do it. And once in a while I find a hole like that. Maybe that's a tooth mark, but it isn't like a raccoon or anything, you know. But check that one out. That one's torn good. So we actually have a recording of one of them walking up to the chair. You can hear the footsteps, excuse me. And it sits down, and you hear him rummaging through one of these and eating it. I'm gonna get Bigfoot diabetes. So these are the different types of research that we've tried, forms of research that we've tried, you know. So, and we got peanut butter here. We didn't do peanut butter last time. We did it 2 times before. So we'll put the peanut butter there, and they'll unscrew the tops, and we leave a stick, and the stick gets utilized to reach in there and scoop it out. And we actually have that, again, live on YouTube. Evidence been revealed on our podcast the same way. So we're trying different things for research, you know. And we have to remember what the definition of research is, right, guys? It's the quest for facts. And that's all we're doing. We're trying to look for facts. We're trying to find out, you know, what's going on out here and who it is. And but anyways, to answer the question, the most interesting thing for me is casting our own prints. Those are pretty amazing. And the one in the ice, I think, is probably my favorite. It's a juvenile. It's only 8 inches long. It's about 3 wide, which is pretty wide because I'm 3 1/4 wide and my foot's 11 1/2. But the key is, it was in slush ice that got refrozen because of the temperatures. We had to come back with a torch and melt the ice around it in order to pull the cast. Hello from Grand Rapids, Michigan. What's up, Glitch? Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, everybody. We're up over 1,000 subscribers now, so that's cool. Over 5,000 watch hours. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, we've been making some waves, man. I love it. It's good, man. It's good. It's fun. It's interesting, and it's real. We're not, again, we're live. So when we walk up to something and find something, it's your find too, you know. Can I share one of the cowboy stories with a Bigfoot? He said I can. Okay. Sure. Have conversation. Enjoy it.
What's interesting is with the 2 rocks.
Yeah.
There, that's
So
there.
again, let's see. Yeah, the rocks are on the ground.
But it's.
Where do those other rocks come from? Wait, they're not on the chair. They're not on the chair, dude. Were they put back on the chair? Dude, go back in. No, those other little. Oh, there's one in between.
No, that's
Okay.
that rock.
No, I'm talking about those 2.
That's right
That's
there.
one. Yeah. Where's the other one? Where's that one? That's a different rock.
That should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look.
But where is
1,
it?
2, 3, 4.
That's not the rock. This rock is different. This rock right here. That is different. That's not the same rock, bro. But I've never seen that rock. Which rock is missing? One of the big white ones, right? Because look at
That.
Oh, is that the
is
same
that.
shape as this one here? Is that this one?
Yes.
Okay, so
you see how it's facing?
All right,
That's
so
what it looks
this
like.
one here would be this one. Okay, sorry guys. And then this one, this is why you take pictures. This guy is in here. Is this one?
Yep, that guy.
Okay. So, and then this one is this guy, right? And then this guy is here. Okay, I see it. Okay, good.
So this is that stick. Okay.
And look at the way the stick is placed. Because this was going sideways.
Oh, wait a minute.
So they replaced the stick. Is that the same stick? Yeah, right there.
Yeah. See the hook?
Yeah, we got a split.
Yep, right there. See the split?
Oh, good. God bless you, Admiral.
So this right here, the why is this
Right.
placed in here?
Oh, because we had the bark there?
Yeah. It's placed like
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much underneath.
I got you. Interesting. I'm glad they're comfortable again. You know what I mean? So that's the gifting chair, guys. And these are the wrappers that get torn open and the zingers get eaten. So
again, they're eating here now.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, sometimes they go dead straight.
yeah.
There's a creek that's about.
Well, let's go back towards, we know they didn't go towards the camera because we would have got them. So let's lift the camera up and aim it out like we were gonna.
We'll just leave our stuff here
Yeah,
and we'll come back.
put a rock on it. So we're gonna leave everything here for now, and then on the way out, we'll do what we usually do with the gift and share. So yeah, pretty cool. So if you're new here, that's the kind of research we're doing. So next time we come back, what we'll do is we have a magnet here. It's called an earth magnet. And we'll take a recorder and we put it up underneath this chair because the bottom of it's metal. And we found that chair out in the woods. And we'll stick the recorder to it. And there's also an episode on the podcast called The Sounds of the Gift and Chair. You can hear recordings and whoops and walking around and opening wrappers. And yeah, so it sticks underneath like that. Goose. I'd say geese, but I only hear one. So let's go over here. Yeah, look at another piece here. That is a loud two Canadian geese. A loud, man. It does, dude.
You see that?
Like
the little...
Yep. Little scuff marks.
Well, that's where we've been finding.
Yeah. So we're dealing with compost too, as you can see, guys. So it's not like you're gonna get something every time. Yeah, it goes across over there. A scuff mark, like you walked right through here. Wish I could see underwater, man. Have a good day. All right, have a good day, Tinsel. Thank you. Good to see you. Over there. So let's go to the camera. So we have a camera over here. We're going to lift it up and aim it out. Is that you right there? Bojo? Was that you?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was
okay. Just checking. All right, so listen, we're going to go to an area called the Farley. We haven't been out there in a little while. In the meantime, though, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notify button. We will be back out a couple times this week. And our research area is about a 10-mile radius, you know, just give or take. And so we have these different locations that we name. And so that way we can identify it without giving up the spot, you know. Hang on a minute. What's this guy? So my camera's right here. He's right up here in this tree. Dude, did you hunt and kill any deer today? No, because it's not hunting season and I don't hunt. But thank you for asking, sir. All right, you want to hold this? 'Cause I don't know how I'm going to get it up higher, but I can hold that.
Yeah. And maybe grab a stick and maybe like put it in the bottom of that to aim it upwards a little bit, or hey Astro, just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna give him my hand. Ooh. Oh wow. Hey James, I'm the Wojo. Nice to meet you. Can you reach that? What do you want me to do? Yeah. Hold on. All right. Yeah. There's a few questions. Hey Sam, Henry. Hey Wah. You find a body in the woods? No. When you see all this, we're in the middle. It's a lot of woods, but we have been finding a lot of deer bones.
Yep. We're gonna continue on the Farley. Yep. Oh, it just went off. Did you get a notification? Could be for when I moved it, but I'm curious. All right, sorry for the questions are coming in hot. So.
No, I don't.
Did I see you hug that tree? Yes, I hug trees. I'm not a tree hugger, but I hug a tree once in a while. I have been known. I have been known to leave my mark on a tree, sir. So if you're new here, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow our journey of the Bigfoot in the Bridgewater Triangle, southeastern Massachusetts. I recommend looking up the Bridgewater Triangle and finding the history of it. It just got real quiet out here. So, oh yeah.
If you're with us, we can show you a lot of
Yeah.
doing out here.
Yeah, if you stay with us, we'll show you some stuff. I'm big on structures, and I mean, I can't speak for Wojo, but he seems like he is. And we have found some areas, some things out here in the woods that are just not natural. So, did you say Sam was there? Oh, Sam is there. Hi, Sam. Hey, Henry. So we also have regulars in here. We have a lot of moderators in here. So let's keep it respectful, and you want to make a clean joke that's funny and all that stuff is great. We don't deal with rude comments about the research, and you can laugh at us in the privacy of your own home. But we're here to do research. We found, what was it, 4 bones? 4 bones, two pieces of a pelvis, and then 2 vertebrae, and they were kind of scattered out actually. Sam, we went back over to the hut where you interviewed Wojo and I for your class assignment. And they leaned up a bunch of sticks behind it, like a rake. I always call them the rake because they look like a rake, Shh, listen. You guys see how quiet that is? Yeah, that's not normal. It was just pretty loud. So like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Offer your input respectfully. Put on your headphones. Get yourself on a big screen TV. And check us out. Yeah, James, definitely keep an eye on us, bro. I go through tutorials and forms of, when I say education, it sounds pompous, but it's just what I do. So you can watch the things that, me and Wojo do, the techniques that we use. And a lot of techniques come right from this live. People recommend things, suggest things, come up with ideas on their own, and we put them to work. What? Yeah.
Walking down this path all the time.
Oh yeah.
That's new.
It is new. It's leaning. And then you got that big one on it. Even that arch right there is lower. So you guys got to understand, we're out here all the time. You move a stick, and we know where that stick was. And we can prove that if you go back and watch our episodes. So yeah, check us out. We're on an app called Dark Realm TV. It's on every Roku television in the world. It's on every Amazon stick in the world. So you can check us out there as well. And like I said, every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Standard Time, we have our podcast. We took a couple of weeks of a break, but we're ready to get back at it a week from tonight. We have a pretty special show. I guess I should announce that, huh, Wojo? Yeah. Might as well. You'll start seeing thumbnails for it. Hey, Taurus. Yeah. Whatever you need, we'll do whatever we can, James, to make it smooth for you. And I know all my banter family will jump in and help you out and fill you in with some history if you need it. So a week from tonight, we will be discussing the woo of Bigfoot with special guest Animal from Animal Expedition Files. Followed by, it's a 2-part series. Animal's going to come on my show. We're going to discuss the woo. And then we're going to go right over to his show. And we're going to discuss it further. So we'll have a 2-part series in the same night discussing Bigfoot woo. Woo is a theory of all these mythical type things that come with Bigfoot. Oh, Franklin Millis Milford. Yeah, dude, you know about the Bridgewater Triangle monkey juice? You know all about it. Haven't you been on here before, bro? There's a monkey juice been on here? The name looks familiar. In the area that they said they're in.
So real quick, well, now you have new people. This is like an intersection with a bunch of paths. We got a path over here, this moat. It all parallels. That's one, and that's, oh man, I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
And further down, that's one over here.
Something ran,
like two of them.
Yep. Ran through the woods.
You can hear the high breakage. It was just unbelievable.
Monkey. It's smart. That's a smart move. Henry has changed his name to Henry Bigfoot Researcher.
Oh.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Henry. It's official now. I mean, if it's on the internet, it's got to be, right? Oh, we got a knuckle over here, bro.
Oh, that's a clean one.
That's a fresh pine. Where'd it come from? I see the big pine here, but that's way up there. You think it fell?
No.
How would it fall all the way down those? So one theory we have, and Wojo brought it up years ago, or a year ago. You see this? How it's pulled? It's pulled out like, we call that a knuckle. And some of the theories that we've discussed with other researchers, they'll pull these out and they'll suck the water out of it.
It's like attached to here.
Yep.
Yeah. Just pull it, not break.
I think it gets more fluid that way because it comes directly. I don't know where that came from though.
It's got the sap on.
But look how big it is. Look how much pine needles are on it. This guy don't have that. And this guy has it, but it's way up there.
Huh, this is interesting.
With 1,000, I know, I just noticed it. It just seemed out of place.
No, I'm just saying like the sap, all this sap.
So yeah, the sap will hold fluids and things like that.
Yeah.
You know.
See, well, we just pulled.
Hey, Martin. Martin, thank you, bro. Listen to these guys. They've helped me a lot with my own investigating on my property where I have activity going on. I have learned a lot and made some mistakes, but they're always there to help me. Hell yeah, Martin. Thank you for that. You know that. We got you, bro. Is that another one? Yeah. That's not a pine, though. I don't know where that branch would have come from. Because these are all dead, like, till like 50 feet up. I can't see it getting by there. Ooh, easy with that. We call that the it around here because it's a curse to say it.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, Henry. Appreciate you guys. Hey, you guys help us too, man. You guys come up with theories, you know, ideas, plans, like different things we can do to try to find stuff. You know, we're all in this together, man. This is our show. This is your show too. I think we've proven that we're true to our word in that sense, you know. We're not gatekeepers. We don't keep evidence. We share it. We're not egomaniacs. We share your story as well as our own. And that's true. It's all true. So this area has been played with. So we're coming up in an area called, we are researching Sasquatch in the Bridgewater Triangle, Wes. In a known area.
That was broken up. This was put right in.
Yeah.
Pulling an arch.
Yep. So over here, guys, a couple months ago, that's when we heard something run over here and then up that way. And that's when on the turn is when I saw the back of it. It was more of like a shadow. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I could make out the hair strands or anything, but it was crashing through the woods at like 20 something miles an hour. It was just like, it was crazy. My 14-year-old son was with us and he was freaked out. So. Wow, this area is so decimated. So if you watch some of our live events, you won't see any of these trees going across this water. Right? Thank you. Yeah, it is really, it's beautiful out here. Dreamfish, Colorado river toad, cane toad, yopo, peyote. Awesome. Oshrooms, all holy medicine, legalize it. Okay, well, thank you. We'll leave it at that, though, please. Thank you. Did you find any trees turn? Yeah, we have, actually. And we're right in the middle of what I was just talking about. This area here was clean as a whistle, man. And now all these trees are pushed down. And we got this, like, X asterisk thing here. Look at this, Wojo. This thing keeps getting added to. Remember it was just an X? It was just an X. We were.
Stand by, believe me, there's a lot more.
Yep. We're in the Bridgewater Triangle, southeastern Mass, Reba. If you research the Bridgewater Triangle, you'll see all the different history. This is where we got our first cast over here last year. But it rained a lot lately, so we got more rain coming in. Yes, I am. I am Soli Dio Gloria. No, that's just Bigfoot. It's just something he does with the place. My name's Richie B. Welcome to the show. I appreciate respectful people with an open mind. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to make you believe what I've experienced. I'm just presenting it to you so you can be part of it. And it's a live event all the time. There's no editing. We don't go in the back room and hide. It's right here for you to see. So try to be unique like that. And I didn't realize it was unique. It's starting to get more popular now, but I've been doing it for a little while. This tree right here, man, this one blows my mind.
Yeah, because
It's just the way it's
right
placed.
to the right of it,
Yeah.
you cast it back here.
Yeah, so if you go on my YouTube channel, once again, you'll see a lot of 3D renderings. There's an app called Scaniverse. And I have a lot of scans that you guys can check out. I believe in UFOs too, Reba. Are you in Foci? No, we're in southeastern Massachusetts in the Bridgewater Triangle. This area has gotten crazy, bro. So this is an area of the huts. We believe they take this natural coverage and then make it into places they can shelter. We have found footprints in these things. I found a mushroom up in a tree just sitting there, placed on a branch. I got pictures of it all. It's all been on my live events. So when I find it, you find it. As we're walking up now and approaching. This is the big one here. See that? We found bones out front.
Yeah, and this one, that's when we found a 17 by
Yep.
6.5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still the clearest compost print I've ever taken a picture of.
So you see how everything's manipulated.
I don't know much about the Blair Witch Reaper, but my mind's pretty open. I mean, I started as a paranormal researcher, so my mind's pretty much open. I've seen apparitions, and I've had one walk up to me and knew my name. But yeah, I've done all that. So Bigfoot to me is not a big leap, you know. Do they have behavior like gorillas? I think some tendencies are. Some of the nests they've been finding are similar to primates, but I believe it's more of a primitive human. It has primate traits, I think. But that's me, you know. There's a lot of people that have seen them up close, and they have, you know, certain style face. They have blue eyes was one of them I saw. A friend of mine actually had that report. Ernie Davio, guy's a legend. Look him up. His story is legendary. Look at this thing. So this is the hut area, so we have a lot of activity over here.
Well, this stuff will be all overgrown.
Yeah, you won't be able to see any of this in a couple of weeks. Hopefully if spring ever comes. Because, you know, yesterday it was like 67. I get up this morning and it's like 29. So, you know, not like anybody works outdoors and they need the warm weather to feed their family or anything. But whatever. All right. Look at this guy. This is different right there. This guy. I know he's different because I sat right here not too long ago. And that wasn't there. Just kind of pushing over. So we believe they blockade a lot of things. Send you a message or change the direction of a deer game trail to mess with a deer. So the deer stop and have to think. And you can see these woods are just tormented. And we've heard a lot of these breaks. So this guy's upside down right here. Yeah, that one. And he's interlocked. So you see this one? Someone asked about upside down. So this guy's upside down here. And look at it, it's locked.
So is this guy right here.
You see where it's locked? See how it's locked behind that branch right there? And leaning on the other one, but coming straight down. See that? And then, of course, there's a series of other ones around it, as always. So we don't believe the probability of Mother Nature knocking all those things down at once, landing them in places and locking them into places is a probability, right? I'm just not there. I might, look at this. So this guy's straight up and down. He gets locked in underneath. Not a big deal, but considering the area. What do you got there, buddy? Yeah, what's that? Hang on, guys. Check this out. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Right here.
That might be, I don't know how much of a cast you'll get out of it. Could that be like one of those hand ones we found? You guys see that? This looks like there's digits.
Take out my tape measure.
Hang on, guys. We gotta scan that. That looks like digits, bro.
Yeah, because it's wide.
You know,
I
let
can
me
feel it. You can feel that right here.
Yeah. That'd be a right foot. That's at 12 again.
It's at 12.
Is it 6? 6? Yep. 6. Yeah, so we have measurements for all these guys, so we know we know who they are by their measurements, you know. Hey, if you're in here now, hit that like button. I see 23 likes. I forgot to say that, so hit that like button. I got the RF meter. What you want to do here? If I scan it, I'm going to lose some people, so. Oh, thank you, Reba. So I have an app on my phone called Scaniverse. It's a 3D scanner. I'm gonna step away for 1 second. It's gonna freeze up. You're gonna think I'm gone, but I'm not. But I'm gonna scan this, what I think is a print right here, so we have a 3D version of it while we're out here, okay?
I think if you can scan it,
Yeah.
and put it on the website so they can see if they like it.
Live? Oh boy.
No, if they like and subscribe, we'll post it up later. Just
Yeah.
To show you what
Yeah, if you like and subscribe, I could put this 3D scan up that I'm about to take. And you were here when we found it, so you be familiar with it, okay? So that's it here. It's not so much the bottom half, but look up there.
It's just the widening
Look up
of
there,
the
you see
foot.
it?
You can,
Well, there's digits in there. Like it was standing there. It's 12 by 6. And that's a new one we've been finding for print size, you know what I mean?
see, look right here.
Yeah, there's an
You see the
indent.
grooves right here?
Yep,
The padding,
yep.
right? You can see the toe.
I wonder if
You
we
see
should
right here.
I wonder if we should cast that just for the front. We gotta protect it though because the rain's coming. Oh, what? Did you do that?
By accident.
I hear tapping. So soft taps are a big thing. Stand by, guys. We're gonna do some whoops and some. Yep. Hey, Michael. Good to see you. Bye. Yeah, there's been plenty of proof. Fuck you, you fucking loser. Someone get rid of that fucking clown. Get out of here, dude. Go find a life, you troll. Hope you find the love in life that you are searching for. It's clear it's not from your parents. No need for that shit. That's the stuff I'm talking about. If you're new here, I'm not going to put up with that. We got one about 18 inches, 16, 14. Hell yeah, that thing's crazy. He talks about wasting. He talks about wasting our life out here, and he's on the YouTube trolling people.
Guys, see this? It's called boots. That means get off your butt, go out and do your research,
Yep.
and just have an open mind and come out here
Yep.
and see what we're seeing. Because I'll tell you right now, I was a borderline skeptic myself, but
Yep.
in order for me to kind of validate of what's going on, I got to keep throwing boots in the ground, and now seeing and hearing, it's just phenomenal. So
Yeah, and people are horrible. You're right. Unfortunately, the percentages are, and like I said, if you sitting here saying we're wasting our life, but you go on a YouTube channel and you're typing in rude, nasty, mean stuff, who has less of a life? I'm out here getting exercise, enjoying the fresh air.
yeah.
You know. Anyways, we're here. We're back. We're all good. I like the crew we got. I like the new people. Reba, I love it. be interactive, talk. James, awesome to have you guys.
Yeah, just ask the questions.
Yeah,
Hey, we're welcome to answer,
yeah.
but just be respectful.
That's all. You know what I mean? No worries, Sam and I kick it. I know, what is going on? That's like the 5th one today.
Don't forget, in these woods, this is their domain. They are the masters of the woods.
Yeah, they own this shit.
Right here, I believe.
Yep.
You know,
Oh, I heard it again. Yep. It's one individual tap. It's soft tap. Did you hear it that time? Yeah. I hear walking. Did you hear that? Stand by, guys. That's different. That's up top. I am. We bring protection at nighttime. Let's just say that. What? No, I don't see anything in the water, D. It's just all floating leaves. It's hard to make out, you know?
this is like a new logging area.
That's a woodpecker up here. But that out there was...
That's not
No, I heard soft. But like what we do with soft taps. Well, that soft tap thing is really something, isn't it? Isn't that crazy? So look at this wiry mess in front of Wojo. You see this thing? Goes all the way up that tree. Over there. Watch. Goes here. Up there. All the skinny gray one. All the way up. It's like up there. Comes down. Bends. Comes back around. And there's like 3 other trees all wrapped in it. Did you bring for protection against Bigfoot? Nothing. We're just willing to die for it, Dustin. You got to respect the research, bro. If they wanted us dead, they would have had us dead. We've been flanked multiple times by more than one.
What we're hearing now, over here, believe me. There's gonna be one over here, and one behind us.
Listen, there's some fun ways you could go. I say it all the time. You can get in a Lamborghini and hit the Autobahn at 200 miles an hour. That's quite a story. Or you could be in the woods of the Bridgewater Triangle and Bigfoot tears you apart and they find your body in the footage on YouTube Live. Open your mind. We have some night vision, but I'm buying a clip-on night vision for my phone. Yeah, we see them. We've had them on. We believe, anyways, on night vision. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've had some scary moments at night. Very intense. Do you hear that? I want to scan this print though.
All right, guys.
In summer night, I bought a firearm and sleep with one eye. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Guys, give us like maybe 3 minutes tops at that.
Yeah, give me 3 minutes. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump off this. I'm not jumping off. It's gonna stay on for you guys. But my Scaniverse app is in my phone, so I have to use it, and I can't use both screens at once. And then what I'll do? Are you gonna be live until nighttime? No, not today. Dying by Bigfoot would be an honor, similar to the grizzly guy. Yeah, remember that guy? I know. What was his name? I always want to say Thomas, but I know that story. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hang on, guys. I want to scan this, but we're hearing movement. Stand by. Hit that like button if you haven't done so. Yeah, we've been falling out of these woods and everything.
But again, we have a lot of people in here that have been here from the very beginning. Headsets on, they heard the roofs. They heard the brakes.
Timothy Treadwell, that's his name. Thanks, D-Man. Yep, I remember that. They were gonna leave to get on the plane. Thank you very much for that. 1.8 thousand seconds, Henry, get rid of him. Thank you, Henry. You got 1.8 thousand seconds. Oh boy. Yep, we got mods in here, guys. So if you're playing games, they're not, and I'm okay with it. Washington State, USA. When I had seen a Bigfoot, awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, Timothy Treadwell was getting to be a pretty big researcher, and everything he did was like me on foot. He had footage. It wasn't live on YouTube. It was too old then, but he went back. They were at the airport, and he wanted to go back because he didn't see this one particular bear because he named them all. And he went back and he made some mistakes. For one, Kodiak grizzly season was starting. For one, and then he put his tent in a path, and him and his girlfriend got killed. Eaten. They found his wrist with his watch still on it. Tall deer, such a strange deer. Yes. Were you talking Wendigo? Yeah. Yeah, we've seen some weird shit out here, dude. 3-toe this and all that. We haven't seen them, but we found some weird shit. Questionable tracks.
2 sets of 3-toe tracks.
Yeah, 2 sets of 3-toe tracks. And the other thing, guys, out in these woods, not too long ago, there was snow on the ground, and we followed a trackway for hundreds and, not miles, but I mean hundreds of footprints all through the snow. Yeah, and we were watching them like stand up. You could see their footprints up against a tree and kind of make out that they were leaning around. Yeah, they're reported to lean around the tree and look at you and shit. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you can go on there and look at that and, look at it for yourself and see what we've done, I'm writing a novel. It's a horror novel, and I use actual cryptids. Oh, that's cool, dude. Good for you, Clint. Good luck with that. Stick with us. Join the YouTube. Maybe we'll have you on the podcast. You can tell everybody about your book. What was that? That was low to the ground. That was like a scream.
Mm-hmm. My screen's broken.
What is that?
And I'm going to quickly show it fast. I got to put my...
Fuck is that? Of course you don't have anything on because you're showing that. What was that, bro? That was like 2 screams. And then it stopped. There it is. Watch your foot. Jesus Christ. Can't bring you anywhere. Some birds are back. Yeah, why was it so low to the ground, though? Should I try scanning this? I just don't want something to happen. It's like it's stopping us. That's a true statement, James. Thank you, Clint. Yeah, keep in touch, though. I'd like to hear more of your novel. Guys, stay right there. Don't move. I'll be back in like a minute and a half. Trust me, it is like the Blair Witch Project out here, 100%. But I'll be right back. I got to scan this cast right here. We think that's a print. And I'm going to put it on a 3D scanner. I'm going to put it on a 3D scanner. Hi, I'm Richie B. A 3D scanner. Don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are, please. Okay? I'll be right back. No, he can't. Because he has an Android, and the Scaniverse sucks on Androids. Because Androids suck. I'll be right back. Hang on a second. I had a Scaniverse. Saying I don't have memory. I have to clear out the app. That's a bird. Yep, dropped the 9. Lost everybody. All right, we'll come back to that. I got to clear something.
It's going to rain.
Oh, Jesus. Why doesn't it tell you that? Why doesn't it send you a message saying that stuff? Yes, Stetlove Pass incident, 100% I am, yep. I've studied that pretty thoroughly. I do believe that was a Yeti. Not just because I researched, well, maybe because I researched Sasquatch, because I kind of know some of the reports and their behaviors. And when you're ripping out tongues and eyes, that's pretty close to what... There was a lady in Connecticut years ago. She got tore up by her pet chimpanzee or her friends or something. And same thing happened. Her eyes, tongue, attacks the face. Those guys had fractured chest cavities. So yeah, no, it's in the app. I got a bunch of scans in there I got to clear out, and I don't want to do that and lose you guys. Oh, Richard, but I didn't know it was that full. Now I know I got to go through my apps all the time and check it. We'll see how many people stick around. If the numbers go low, then I'll jump over to Scaniverse and empty out some of them that I know that aren't really within question anymore. So we're going out to an area called the Farley. I don't know if you know the comedian Chris Farley. This is why we call it the Farley, because it's down by the river. And we'll make some whoops and knocks when we get out there. So it's out a little ways, about a mile from the road, a little more. Correct. Yep. Yeah, they knew something was bothering them, 100%. So, you know, in different, you know, variations of this creature from different areas, you know, geographical areas, countries, could have different behaviors, just like humans, right? So, a little more aggressive, I guess, up there, you know. You're living in the fucking cold. Imagine you walk around pissy, right? Funny fact about me, I live in an RV really close to a river. Sweet. Sorry, Clint, that wasn't aimed towards you. What was what, Mike? What do you see? We got all kinds of 90 breaks, trees, X's, arches. This place is crazy in here. Gets crazier too as you go. All right, check it out. Oh, we have a plane flying, yeah. They are low today, right? Found Sasquatch yet? Yeah, as a matter of fact. Thanks, Jacob. What, the bird? That's a mourning dove. Just maybe what? Maybe. Whoa. Oh well, Jacob. No, I love it, man. I love it, dude. I have no problem living in an RV down by the river. I think that's pretty cool life. So check out these woods, man. Yeah, no, I got it. Yep, do what you gotta do. You guys know what you're doing. Pretty ridiculous today with that shit. So we got some mud here, guys. What's that guy? I've never heard that before. Does that be a screech owl?
No.
It's moving. Check out that. Oh, that might have print like boot markings. All right, so check it out. Here we go. All right, everybody stay with us. Nice, Sam. Mod ladies are on fire today. Yeah, let's keep it respectful. Let's have some fun. It's too much bullshit in life. Come out in the woods, and whether you believe or not, you can investigate and research and have fun doing just that. If you still don't believe, that's fine. Maybe if you keep coming back, we'll see something together, and you'll believe. not here to convince nobody. I'm here to share my story, and it's evolved into people like D Hoot and Sam being family. Henry, Big Andy. We got people that are. I love these guys. Straight up, man. They are family, and it's turned into that. So we're already winning, right? Already a gift. Oh yeah, we've done plenty of nighttime, Clint. Yeah, definitely. Plenty of nighttime. My podcast is not airing tonight. We're still on vacation. We'll be back next week. We will have a guest, Josh Adelia from Animal Expedition Files. He usually airs after my show, but we're going to do a flip-flop. He's going to be a guest on my show next week, and me and Wojo are going to be a guest on his show right after. It's a 2-part series talking about the woo of Bigfoot. All that magical stuff you hear, stuff that I can't really wrap my head around right now, but I have experienced some weird shit. And that's what we're going to talk about. Weird shit. Yeah, we're going to do it out here at the river. So just stay patient, everybody. I'm seeing some weird prints in this spot here. They're all going like this way. All right. I'm going to show you the river, guys. Don't go far. I like to do whoops. My favorite is like a double hook Bigfoot whoop. So, and then we have this recording that we sent into a linguist. And he confirmed that it's a language and it's definitely a sound, not of any animal or anything. And we heard him on the recorder at the gifting chair where it goes, huh. And then the other one went, blap, blap. What's that? Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing some weird slide prints like that. Like it's just slid that way, but there's no boot marking. So definitely been activity out here. A few years ago, I used to watch a redheaded bearded guy up north somewhere. Can't remember his name. Really? I have a friend named Mike Trainer. I don't know if he definitely has some stuff. I don't know if he goes live though. I haven't talked to him in a little while, to be honest. Hey, y'all ever heard mountain lion? Yeah, we've heard him. We have a friend up here, Jean Tewksbury. She's a big cat researcher in Maine, and she's a friend of ours, and she's been on my show, and she pops in here once in a while. So yeah, we've heard. We don't particularly have big cats up here, but there have been more sightings recently. But I know what they sound like. When I do my research, I listen for those things, so we're not getting it mixed up with something, you know, or so it's not a mystery. You know what I mean? Yep, we got our radios. We're good. Thank you, D Hoot. All right, so here we go. If you're new in here, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. My name is Richie B. We are researching Sasquatch in the Bridgewater Triangle in southeastern Massachusetts. Bitty bipedal creature. No, see, someone else just brought that up. Is that recent? Indigo? Is that a recent event? I'm pretty sure it is because I'd heard about it, but I don't get a lot of chances to sit in my podcast studio. That's where I do a lot of my research, and I have a lot of kids, and I have one. What'd you? Look at all this.
Yeah, I'm looking over here. We're just changing over here.
Yep. Yeah, there's been some crazy activity in here, bro. This is all different. We used to have the camera face down that path. Not that recent. I must have seen it. I'll look into that though. Just up top of my head. You know, if it's not like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll definitely check that out. I'm sure I've run across it. And close enough to Appalachian Mountain. Nice. We got a friend of ours, Mike Swanson, right now that's out there doing the Appalachian Trail for the third time. His third attempt, I should say. So
right about
you're in Chelmsford, D-man? All right, so this is the Farley, because we're down by the river. So let's go see.
it's on that nighttime investigation right here.
Oh, yeah. There's a nighttime investigation out here where something just, rocks get thrown into the water. Was it 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
4 huge boulders or something going, we couldn't,
15, 20 seconds.
every 15, 20 seconds you hear it on recording, just splash, splash. It does that whoomp sound. So it had force. And we were dealing with a lot of activity over there.
And we heard a yell.
Yep. We should do the investigation next time over there. We haven't gone over there because of the winter. Difficult to get in there. But look at, that's where we hear a lot of activity over there. So, lived and worked in Chelmsford in '99. Yeah, yep. So I'm born and bred right here. Unfortunately, it's gone to shit like most places, but there's still some beauty out here. This is why I'm in the woods. This is why we have moderators, so I don't have to deal with all that bullshit. I'll take the bat. All right, guys, we're gonna do some soft taps. Thank you. Yeah, it is, isn't it, James? Hi, Mary. What's that? Yeah, the X is gone. Isn't that crazy? It's like we admired it so much. They're like, yeah, no. I'm gonna go up over here. We'll do some of the ha. All right. A couple of whoops. So we're gonna try to stir things up a little bit, guys. We mix it up. A lot of people don't like to make noise. They go places, they sit there, and that's their thing. You know what I mean? That's what they do. You know, and we don't shit on researchers. Any research is good research, really. You know. I don't know who that is. Somebody loves the house. I do power washing, so somebody just messaged me. Dude, that's cool. All right, so we have a way of researching. We mix it up. We'll sit in places quietly and listen. And then we'll make whoops, and then we'll do knocks. And we mix it up. You know, that's our thing. That's our way of doing things, you know. Good, I like to see everybody making friends. Clint, I'm glad you're still here. I don't see your RV, though, bro. Where's it at? Is it over there somewhere? All right, we got our radios out. All right, guys, get ready. We're going to do some whoops and knocks. A couple other things. There we go. I got to get my radio out. I'm going to get low like this. All right. Let's just see what we get. You know, sometimes it's nothing. A lot of times it's something, but the birds are back, so that's not a good sign. Hit that like button. Radio check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be right over here. Just give me 5 minutes.
Really, bro? Fucking dude. Hang on, Wojo's getting in position. Hang on 1 second, I gotta check a text message. Stay there, guys. All right, you guys there? All right, you guys there? All right, here we go. Oh, kicked everybody out. Oh, shit. Everybody still here? Tell me there's 5 people in here. Okay, what happened? Waiting for the wind to go by and Wojo's getting in position. Stand by. Okay, all right, good. All right, good. Yeah, the numbers on YouTube are crazy, that's all. They've been doing stupid crap. It tells me there's 1 person in here. I just... Let me know when you're ready. Sorry, we got our radios going. I know. Yeah, I've caught YouTube in a bunch of lies lately. Sam, that video that I was showing you guys in the Banta crew was down to like 469 from 705. They took views away. Stupid. All right, guys, I'm waiting for Wojo to get in position. No, you're right, Reba. I just don't trust them clowns. Don't get me started on YouTube, right? I know. All right, so it's a little windy. We're going to wait for some wind to die down. Wojo, you good? All right, I'm going to start out with some soft taps. It's funny, they took it away, Clint, but they made us a rising creator with 700 subscribers and under 4,000 viewing hours. And then it took forever to get up to 1,000 because they kept taking people away. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, hey, we're going to offer you free money. You got to do this. No, we're just kidding. All right, hang on a minute. We're going to do some soft taps. Oh, got to wait for the wind again. Damn it. Stand by. I'm going to wait for the wind to die down. I'm live on YouTube in the woods, so yeah, that would probably be internet. Are you typing on a potato? Because you're saying some pretty foul shit. And we don't even know you. Goodbye. Can't let you guys have all the fun. Yay, me. Nah, I got it. I got it, Sam. Hello, Rich. Good, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. All right, we're going to do some taps. Hang on, man. No. I believe it's a primitive human, definitely. I believe in God, but I also believe in evolution. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to do a double whoop. Hey, I'm going to do a double whoop. So I still got birds. I'm going to see if I can quiet them down. All right, here it comes, guys. Ready? One bird. Hang on, guys. I'm going to do it again. Another double whoop. A lot of times we hear stuff from over there. Three knocks coming. I tend to do that. Sorry, kitty. Hey, while we're here, guys, everybody check out Sam's Pretty Paranormal's page. She's a creator and a researcher, and she's a producer of my show. But anyways, yeah, that's a flex. But make sure you check it out. Go like and subscribe. She's at 895 subscribers. Let's get her up to 1,000, man. Sam's Pretty Paranormal. She's in the comments section. Click on her thing and go subscribe to her. Do it now. Let's go. Okay, hang on. 3 knocks coming. Block your kitty's ears. Birds went. Was that a different whistle? You think that was a bird? No. It's off to my left. Hang on. Sorry, kitty. All right, we're going to try this language that we picked up on a recorder one time. Be patient, too, though. Can you do the huh? I want to see if I can hear you. I don't know if I can hear you.
Just about to call you. Yep. It's 5.
Blap, blap. Stand by. Those sounds you just heard are off a recording that we got as they were approaching the gifting chair, and the recorder picked it up. And we sent it to a linguist who determined it was like a human vocal, like a, not an animal. Obviously it's unknown, right? It was an unknown vocal. How's that? It appeared to be communicating. Not right now, no, there isn't. That's why we're out here researching. It's called research, the quest for facts. Not gonna get something every time, and anybody who tells you they are, they're lying to you. That's why we're out here researching. We put ourselves out here. It's live for you to see. That's all it is. It's a privilege. I could always shut it off and just record. And then come back and go, look what I found. And then you weren't there to find it. Yeah, not a bad idea, Henry. That's what we're talking about, teamwork. Yeah, we're not trying to bamboozle anybody. We're just sitting here investigating, and we brought you with us. That's all it is. Enjoy the pretty view. If Bigfoot comes out, you won. If he doesn't come out, you won. Still beautiful out here. My name's Richie B. Welcome to the channel. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're out here doing research. If you watch this whole video, you'll see that we walked up on the gifting chair. If you don't know what the gifting chair is, that means you didn't watch the whole video. If you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see all kinds of stuff. This area here, we've had crazy activity. Things thrown in the water at nighttime. Big splashes. Been a sighting by a friend of mine right around the corner here. Walk across the road right at dusk. So we know we're in the right place. It's just a matter of whether they're here. The other thing is there's a 10-mile radius here. And it basically starts on my property where my story begins. That's why I'm here. Something approached me out of my woods in my yard. Breaking trees and growling. It was pretty crazy. I got some documentation of that up on YouTube you can check out. Or you can watch my podcast from the beginning and I tell you the story. I think we have suspect videos, you know. Suspect photos, not anything that I would present as evidence, to be honest with you. We've had a lot of personal experiences. We've collected prints. We've casted prints. I believe in structures. There's tons of them out here, ever changing. We've had loud vocals. We've recorded vocals. We believe we had rocks thrown at us. I have a video of them throwing something through the woods in the nighttime and then whistling after they did it. That was pretty crazy. Yes, this is where the X was in the water. The X is gone. D-hoot. Makes no sense why that X is gone. Because it's not even, look at the water. There's never like a current here. Have there been any? Yes, I just mentioned that, yes. I got about 5 of them in my studio back home with my evidence. If you go on my YouTube, you can see them. I scanned the print where they came from. We walk up to the print live on YouTube so you can see it's not bullshit. And then when we cast them, we go live on YouTube while we're casting so you can see us casting. So there's nothing to hide here. It's wide open. If we get nothing, I hope we're still friends. I'm not trying to make shit up. I don't do that crap. That's why we're live on YouTube. Harrison Hammond. Smoke. Okay. Sure. What kind? Remember the old red-haired scents from the 80s? Hawaiian. What kind of smoke we talking? Well, so it's Bigfoot or a 7-foot-tall hobo, yeah. I'd rather encounter Bigfoot, bro. To be honest. Stand by. We're gonna do one more vocal, and then we'll trudge back. Let's do the howl one more time. Hang on, guys. Rap, rap. Yeah, he got smoked. My girls aren't playing. Here comes the wind. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. Sorry if the footage is rough, but again, I'm not going to pretend. This is what you're seeing. It's called raw, live, boots on the ground. Two whoops. Two whoops. Oh yeah, D-man. We name them. One's the college, one's the university. Over my property is the high school. Yeah, we've had a dog out with us before. Not recently. I don't know. I can imagine it's about 40 something, 47, I would guess, 48, high 40s. Got quiet. Got a little quiet there, didn't it? I'm going to stand up and then we'll try some knocks before we leave this area and we'll go on to another one. What was that? All right, hang on a minute. I'm going to try a little meditation trick. Little thing I've developed lately. Stand by for silence. Yeah, we actually did a double investigation with a paranormal investigator and got all kinds of EVPs and stuff. It's pretty crazy. Not really entities, but EVPs, you know. Stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and then hit notify so you can come out with us. We're going to go out a couple times this week coming up. Enjoy Florida, Mary. I love you. You deserve a vacation, girl. Yeah, hang around, man. I'm telling you, all kinds of investigation on my channel. Yeah, I do too. That's the name of our group. Is called Boots on the Ground Bigfoot Investigations. It's just that my podcast is called Banter with Richie B. So, yeah, definitely enjoy it. Thank you for your great questions and conversation. That's what it's all about. Interactive. Any ideas you want to try during an investigation, let us know. We'll try it, and we'll give you credit for it. We're not like that, you know. This is your investigation as it is much ours. And that's true. All right. Well, guys, I've set some intentions. Let's see what happens. Try some different things. That's the woo. The woo of Bigfoot, which we'll be discussing next week on the Banter Richie B podcast. Don't miss it. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. No, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Standard Time. That's what I was trying to say. But I'm going to do a couple of knocks before we leave this area. Yeah, that track out of the ice was awesome, right? So definitely check it out, guys. Yeah, by comments. Yeah, you can do it by comments. Yep. Yeah, nobody... Oh. Did you hear that? Behind us? That. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, nobody shits on anybody's ideas, but definitely check out the ice track adventure. I might do a whole podcast just on that particular incident where we found a little Bigfoot track in the ice. Had to cast it in the ice and then pulled it out of the ice. We had to melt the ice around it in order to get it out. And it came out awesome. You could actually see the crease of like you and I, like a human foot. You can see the crease of it run down between the big toe and the little toes, you know. It's really awesome. So make sure you get over there and check that out too. And again, that was on live. You guys found it with us and you guys saw that it was all legit. Most interesting to find me was the dream catcher. Yeah, that's my house. I found that in 2021 with a fellow investigator that I don't research with anymore because, well, anyways. But everybody has their own ways of doing things is what I'm saying. So if you find something that you don't like, go off on your own and do your own thing. I've been enjoying this way. But yeah, the dream catcher is an amazing structure. And the beautiful part about that structure is I have a picture of me in front of it when we found it, completely intact. And then I have the same picture years later with me in front of it, but it's destroyed. What are you doing? Oh, just doing a call. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It was like a grunt or sound like a bull. Headphones. Let me get with Wojo. That was big. Did you hear that? It was like a... Yeah.
That's why I looked at you.
It was like a bull getting ready to stampede. Does anybody hear that?
I heard that.
Dude, that was big, guttural, right here. Right in this area. I heard it, like, probably over here. Is that where you heard it, over here?
Yes. That's why you saw me looking right at you.
Yeah, dude.
Look at that tree. I don't remember that branch going across like that.
Oh. Oh, yeah. How's it get in there? The fuck? Dude, what was that? Hang on. Dude, that was deep. That's why I came towards you, because it was behind me. Over there somewhere. Pay attention. Dude, that was crazy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that stick's crazy. How does it get there? Look at this. So this big tree's down right here. It's been down, right? Clearly like a flattened out area underneath it. But look at this stick right here. So it's this stick here. Follow the bat. Goes in between. It's sitting on this nub. And it goes underneath. Laid flat across. See that? Watch this. Look at the nub it's on. How does it get in there?
Because I'm very wary of what I'm looking at. This was not
Yeah,
like
but
this before.
this one here, though, this is what I'm saying. How does
This
this...
is, look at this. This is
Even if
locked in.
it can't fall there because it's locked above it. Yeah, it can't fall there, dude. It has to be slid in. It had to be slid into that little, into that little A. Doesn't make sense. Now the knuckle. See the knuckle? This right here.
This tree's been around here for a while.
Oh, yeah, a long
But
time.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah, how come we've never, I don't know, I got pictures of it.
I'm just looking at like how this is like interacting here. It's just not normal.
Yeah, I'm just,
This right here,
it's not even part of the tree, is it? That's not pine. Is that pine? No, that's oak. That's an oak. That's an oak. This is oak right here, dude. This right here is oak. That's oak, bro.
I'm just seeing like I said, like this tree's like.
I wonder if that's, I don't know. Maybe that's marking for shelter. I don't know. Just heard a raw sound. Like, yes. It was like a, like that, Henry. It was over here. Rap, rap. I swear it's always after I set my intentions. It's crazy. It's glitching. It's glitching. My stomach's going now. Let's go out and around because it came from over here. Yeah,
I
get.
just heard a reaction. I'm like, what the? I thought it was you. Like,
That's a deer. Where do you see a deer? I didn't hear a buck huff.
no, it wasn't.
It was-
It was too deep.
It just. And why wouldn't it be followed by movement? You think a buck would huff and then stand there? Every buck's ever huffed runs away.
Don't forget, us humans, the wind blowing in that direction. They'll just stand there. I don't think they would definitely not make themselves known.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't.
Like any deer, they would just sit there and
but
watch.
they would have moved by now.
They wouldn't sit there, hey, shoot me, I'm over here.
There's no movement at all. Not a terrible theory, Mr. Bill, but I don't see a buck standing still. We would have heard it run through the woods. Oh, a female deer. You saying? Oh, Bill Hayes got jokes this morning. Hello, Mr. Bill Hayes. My name is Richie B. Welcome to Banter with Richie B Live. Hey, you can put a face with it, all right? There you go. Have fun, relax, offer your input, any expertise you might have, which there really aren't any experts in this field because it's undiscovered. And it's just research. It's a quest for facts. What is that over here?
Yeah, I've been looking at that too when I was walking in. I've been seeing more.
Oh, that's fucking shredded up.
And I can see white right here.
Yeah.
Oh, look. There's a tree pulled down there.
Yeah, they got protection in here. There's fucking thorns everywhere. About 18 of them are stuck to my crotch right now. Ha! Ha! Yeah, my berries. My berries are growing because they just got torn up by thorns. Oh, good Lord. Oh, and Bill, so haven't we. I mean, hell, Wojo was in the woods most of his life camping. But so you heard what we heard, right, Bill? It didn't sound completely like a buck. And there's no movement. Yeah, I got tick repellent on my boots and my pants. I soaked my boots in them. Interesting. Well, we're moving towards it. If it's a deer, it should have ran by now, I would say. And I'm open-minded, bro. I'm always open for suggestions. Not everything's Bigfoot. We're not those people. That's the wrong researchers. Still no movement. It was right over here. No, I know they do warnings. I'm very familiar. Again, there's no movement though, Bill. Why would a buck make a sound, let me know where he is, and then drop down? I just don't think it was a total buck sound either. Still nothing. Why isn't it running? I wouldn't mind you being right, Bill. It was behind me, bro. I was like, okay. Bill, where you from, man? Gotta start wearing tick repellent too. Yeah, you do. Everybody does. I got bit by a tick, guys, a couple of weeks ago. I'm on doxycycline still. And it's not fun, dude, taking that shit. That stuff's so toxic. But I have a history, so Yeah, Wojo is well versed in deer science. Yeah, it's true. I mean, in these woods you can hear an ant crawl. It's just everything's crunchy loud. I just think he would have moved by now.
It sounded too guttural to me.
It was pretty deep. I'm over here where we heard it. I mean, if I walk right up and see, you know what I mean. I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying I don't get scared. I definitely get some fear. But I've been at this so long and had so many crazy experiences on my property and out here in these woods that I don't have a problem going, hey, was it you all these years? I love you. Hug me. Definitely was over in this direction. Rap, rap.
Oh,
Fuck. Metal dragon?
It sounded like someone's stomach.
God's stomach. That was biblical.
That was like so like perfect
You
timing.
know. TKB. What the hell's this? Mom would stick match. Yep, exactly. Put a match on their ass and back them up. This tree's destroyed. Damn, son. Where'd that come from? This guy? This dude? Fuck is that? Is he dragging something over at the junkyard, you think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at it.
So why with this property over here?
I don't know. It looks like it's spun. It's quite a tree. All right, let's start. All right. Well, yeah, I think for me, it was too deep and big to be a buck. And I feel it would have made some noise going through the woods. Or would have ran off right after it made the noise. So I don't know. I'm leaning away from it. I'll say that to be fair. I mean, I guess it could coincide with a vocal that we made because it could have startled it. But if you hear something running through the woods, and maybe we can prove that it was a buck. There is a junkyard over there, guys, off in the distance, and he seems to be working. The hell? Sounds like he started up a biplane. Ooh. Yeah, Dogman's my Yeah, we've had some evidence out here, Bill, of what's believed to be dogman activity too. Yeah, pretty crazy. I'm not there yet, but I still research it like it is. See the holly trees? I think holly trees are essential, right? Look at that bend right there, right? I think they stay under these holly trees because they're year round, man. They blossom. They got leaves on them. See them? They had leaves. They're the only ones in the white snow everywhere. Look at this. They bed down right underneath these things, I believe. Whoa, Joe. Oh, God, yeah. That arch is sick, and it's got stackings on it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. Broken holly tree leaves. But look at this. Little stackings. That's kind of cool. Huh. Interesting. You know, and it's always like an opening, but behind him is always blocked off with something, you know. That was crazy. It's a cool little area. All right, let's head back towards the gifting chair. We got some decorating to do. I got a quote to get to at noon, but we got another about 45 minutes on here between redoing the gifting chair. Where was that thing? Was that the print up here, you said?
What's that?
You said you might have saw a print you wanted to look at?
It's back there. It's all right.
Is it in compost?
Yeah, it's like got a nice little tilt.
Yep. No, but I appreciate all the interaction. I love the conversation. I love the suggestions. You know, we're not ones that yell Bigfoot all the time. We've just had so many. You have to understand too, context. I keep saying this. Context is everything. You know, we have been out here hundreds of times in the last year. Same location, pounding it over and over.
That tree right here.
Yep. Oh yeah, that thing's crazy. You know, we know the difference of where trees are, where they've been moved, or we have it all documented, all on YouTube Live. Okay. Scary face, where you from? Whatever you're doing. Scared emoji. So we know everything out here, and I think context is everything, you know. So I think understanding the history of our live events is crucial to what we do, and to you understanding and seeing what we see and why we think the way we do, you know. I think that's crucial. You know. But we do got some investigations coming up this week. We have a special guest coming this week, right? Don't we have a special guest coming this week, like Wednesday or something? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a special researcher coming out with us this week. A good friend of the Banter Richie B family. A good member of the Banter Richie B family. We love her, and we're going to be excited to show her our research area. It's going to be pretty awesome. So stay tuned for that. That'll be, what is it? Is that Wednesday? Okay. And while I'm here, I would like to wish my fiance a very happy birthday. Tomorrow is her birthday. So if you guys can go over and that know her, I spent a lot of time hunting in Mountain View. Wish her a happy birthday tomorrow. The more the merrier. She's not used to the birthday wishes like I get, so I'd like her to feel all that love that I get in June. You know, it's just awesome. It's just awesome when you have hundreds of people just thinking about you, you know, or seeing it and say, hey, happy birthday. Just good stuff, you know. So, oh, well, thank you, Hannah. That's tomorrow, but that's for my fiance. She's an awesome person, and I can't do this without her. We have kids running around our house by the lot. We have a surplus on children. So there's no way I could be out here doing this without her love and support. And I appreciate her. I just want the world to know that. So pretty amazing. I found my person. I hope you find yours. Yeah, she does put up old. Dude, you don't even know the hat. Well, I put up with her too. She's me in female form. She's pretty wild. So I can't believe all these trees like this, Woj. This is crazy. Do you guys remember this thing was snow and ice? We walked right through it. We walked on the ice pad all the way down, no problem. Look at all these trees, dude.
Like I said, everything keeps altering.
Yeah, it's constantly altering. It's like they're just, I don't know. Definitely blocked our path. They stopped the ATVs because I haven't seen ATVs out here in a while. But I told you that was coming, right? I said, yeah, our friends ain't gonna like those ATVs ripping through here. Is that where it went down? Yes. Yep, this is where all the chaos happened that time. Right by the huts, working our way back out. And keep our ears and eyes open. They tend to follow us if they're around. And you can hear them sometimes moving. It's always in a flanked positioning. Shoulder width, angled out. Yeah, the Epic Falls. Yeah, that was back there actually, by towards the Farley. But yeah, so I think it was D-Man asked me about the trees and stuff being down in angles. D-Man, if you're still here, this is one of the areas this is newer. But you could see all the trees. This was not like this a year ago when we started researching this area. Yeah, that was brutal. But yeah, if D-Man's still around. And there's an area called the College that's like a fucking spider web. It's just like it's like 100 yards around each side. Like a football field long, football field wide. And it's called the College. And you go in there and it's just, there's X's and breaks and, branches laying parallel to the ground. And it's crazy. And then there's a bigger area we call the University because it's even bigger. And it's just crazy. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can see the changes yourself. That's a good point, D-Hoot. These guys have been here from the start. And if you come out here, you can see next time we're out here, you might go, hey, that wasn't there before. Or, hey, go check that out. I didn't see that before. Whatever it might be, And be part of it, definitely. So, what time is it? Yeah, I gotta start rolling back. So I gotta quote at noontime, a couple of towns away for my company. But imagine you found a body. No. I do not. I always wonder sometimes. And trust me, I've seen things out here that you're walking up to it going, oh, please don't be a body. Please don't be a body. It's just like a pile of leaves and rocks or something. So you have those moments if you're out in the woods as much as we are. Trust me. Just look at these woods, man. D-Man, you want to see an asterisk? Let me show you a cool structure. This place is sick. Birds have gone quiet. There's our asterisk right there. Now, as you approach close, this thing is all bunched up. And it's all been redone too. Yeah, and then there's what is that? Oh, here's the other one. So that's the asterisk there. And it's always being transformed. That white birch you see right here was straight up over here. And when we came here, and then the next time we came back, it was like 48 hours, and that was snapped down. Like, don't look at my shit. And then in the same area, look at this tree right here. It's broken off from another tree. and it's resting on it. See, it comes from the back. Let me get my bat out. It comes from right here, but it lays on this tree. See it? See it? Follow it. It's over here, all the way across. So the probability, yes, thank you. We are very blessed in here, TKB. So the probability of Mother Nature doing that, snapping something off clean, and then having it land on the circle mass area of that little teeny tree next to it, and then laying across is pretty small. And not only does it do that, it locks in up here, right? Look at it. It's a Y at the top, and it locks around that tree. So now we got like 2, degrees of probability, right? So here's the other one I love. This is one of my favorites ever. That is an interlocking X. No, not really. No, these have been here for a long time, Bill. And like I said, we come out 24 hours or 48 hours later, and and then we find something new. So we take into all that into account, and we try to eliminate Mother Nature. That's the process. So I'm trying to eliminate Mother Nature. So I look at this little interlocking X, and if you can see, it's in front of this tree, but behind this tree. Then you go on the other side, it's behind, in front. So it's locked, interlocking. I've only found 2 interlocking X's in my 10 years of doing this, just about 10 years. So again, the front of the tree, behind the tree, in front of the tree, behind the tree. See, over here. So it's like, I compare it to like when you're moving and you fold the boxes out on the top and you have to interlock the flaps. It's kind of like that. Again, probability of Mother Nature interlocking X's, pretty low. So
You're taking a picture from here this way.
yeah, of the asterisks. So there's the asterisks in the. That's beautiful. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
God, that's a great
But
picture.
again, you look behind.
You can see the birch straight up.
You see how everything around you is just straight up.
Yeah.
And you look, if we were to walk
Everything's torn down.
this way.
Yeah. Yep. So that's the other thing. If you're on researching, and Bill brings up a good point. Obviously, storms and Mother Nature would, people would think would be the culprit. But even like something simple, right? You see this? You see that? It's bent, right? It's not even snapped. So you tell me how the wind came in, attacked that one tree repetitiously till it bent it and didn't just come through in a rush and snap it. Now the snap of it, I would believe. The bend of it changes things a little bit for me. Not 100%. I've never seen Bigfoot do this. I'm not claiming I have. I'm claiming that this is some weird ass shit in the woods, and it's forever changing abruptly 24, 48 hours after I've been here in perfectly sunny weather. So I also believe they knock shit over and blockade deer so they can attack them easier. This is new right here.
Mm-hmm.
That oak tree.
I see that.
That's new. Definitely
So,
different.
at least you're seeing.
Yeah.
Just look at the background.
I'm trying. If you don't move, keep moving it. Yeah.
This is where we're standing. Is this picture, without Richie to the left.
Yep.
But as we walk dead straight, you're gonna see chaos.
Yep. I love that asterisk, man. So yeah, and it's changed. Like I said, we've come out here without a storm. I think it was within 48 hours, and that birch was snapped and pulled into the ground. Yeah. No, it's straight up. You could see it. And again, with storms, and Bill's not wrong. Of course, Mother Nature's the #1 culprit. But, you come through here, and why are there 4 trees right there with stumps ripped off, but all these other trees are fine? So, and I'm not saying they're not older or have more decay. I'm just saying it's curious and worth the conversation, and to keep an open mind, and that's all I'm suggesting. I'm not even asking you for that. I'm just suggesting it. So look at it. See all these? Again, that's a bend, not a snap. That's reminiscent of a push. You see it? See how you can see the fibers are rounded off in there. They're not just the ones on the outside are snapped, but they're not just abruptly snapped, And this thing over here, this area wasn't like this. Again, if you're researching, I suggest you take photos of an area and keep an eye on it. Come back, take photos. When I find a structure at my house, I used to take photos, and then I'd come back and I'd find another one. There's another picture on my YouTube called the 40-foot X. And the 40-foot X is just amazing. It's the most amazing X I've ever seen. Again, it was about 40 feet high, so that's why it's called that. And the tops of them were balanced on trees like this thin. So it was knocked down and leaning on that top of the tree like that. You know what I mean? So it's not us yelling everything Bigfoot. It's us trying to understand possibly a primitive human out here that's doing different techniques and strategies to protect itself, or build walls behind their shelters, or corral deer to eat. Native Americans did the same thing. Yeah, we know that. We know exactly. See, that tree, I called this shit. We ran into ATVers, and I said, our friend is not going to like these ATVs out here. And we came back the next time, and this tree was snapped right across that path where the ATVs were ripping through. Coincidence? Maybe.
Because again, that thing is solid.
Hi, Dustin. Are we going to play nice now? Yeah, we found Bigfoot. You missed it. That sucks, huh, bro? Yep. And to answer the myth, Dustin, he does not have a dog penis. It was totally human. I know, because I touched it. Yeah. No, listen, Bill, there's no negativity here. There's no wrong question, no wrong answer. Two dudes just having a conversation about something. What the hell? What is all that about?
Yeah.
That's weird, right? I love the interaction. It it gets the juices flowing. It gets the conversation going. This is a research area like Dogman that you have to have respectful conversation. You can't just shit on each other. You can't just treat each other poorly. If you're arguing and yelling, trying to hammer your point home and not listening to the other person, that's called fucking politics. And look where that fucking area of the world is in, which we don't discuss on my podcast or my live, but I will use it as an example for you. It doesn't get you anywhere. So I respect all your thoughts, and I love it. I really do. And I'm not trying to sit here and tell you everything is Bigfoot, like somebody that runs that 4-letter organization where every time a cricket farts, he's telling you it's Bigfoot, or get off his, or he'll ban you from his Facebook page. Fucking ass clown. So no, we don't do that shit. We are open to all you guys. We are in the Bridgewater Triangle, located in southeastern Massachusetts, doing Sasquatch research, Baron. Thank you for the question. Absolutely, this is an absolutely open forum. And I want you, as long as you're respectful, to stay here and interact with us and be part of our family. That's 100%. It's proven. You can see the people behind you that have been here before you talking. If you found Bigfoot, would you kiss it? No, I would kiss it on its private parts. But thank you for the question, Catalyst.
No, being respectful.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I do believe Bigfoot, Dogman, and rakes. Ooh, rakes are scary, bro. Yeah, no, again, Bill, I just want to drive the point home. I appreciate your conversation and your questions. And bringing up, stating the other options, stating the natural part of all this process. It's very important, because every time you hear something and you yell Bigfoot, for one, it hurts the research field. For two, it makes you look really fucking stupid. Sorry, but it does. And if you were a friend of mine, I'd pull you to the side and be like, dude, listen, we got to do this and do that. Wojo and I have had the conversations, things that we're going to talk about, things we're not going to discuss. We have evidence that, not gatekeeping, it's just not clear. It's just not 100%. I'm not going to share something that I feel is not 100%. I've had things on my podcast that are open for discussion, and they have to reach that level of being worthy to discuss before I present them to you. But I have evidence that I don't really talk about, that I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to put it out there and muddy the waters, you know? Thank you, Ellie. I tend to be pretty funny once in a while. You guys ought to hang around. We have a lot of good laughs out here.
Oh, absolutely.
And we shit our pants frequently, not on purpose. Just when something yells at us from the other side of the water or something through the trees. That's pretty scary. Correct, Bill. I had this conversation again the other day, me and Wojo, about the ocean, how much of it's undiscovered. Well, if you look at your map, we get so caught up in the rat race, the screens, the electronics, the video games, that we think what we see in front of us is it. We think that what we see in front of us is everywhere. That is incorrect. There are way more trees than people or buildings in this country, never mind the world. So if the ocean can be mostly undiscovered, the forest sure as hell can be partly undiscovered, to be fair. Maybe not like, 90% of the woods, because we got feet and we can walk around the woods. We don't have everybody diving into the water looking for shit like we do in the woods. I get that. But it doesn't get the credit it deserves. So here's the gift and chair, friends. If you're new here, we have zingers right here. We put the rocks on top, a little piece of Mother Nature. We have a skippy jar with the top screwed on, and I have many of these. I have some in my backpack right now where the top is unscrewed. The stick is licked clean, and they use the stick for the bottom of the peanut butter jar to get the rest of the peanut butter out. That is, we know as a fact. We also have recordings of them sitting around here, opening these zingers up. We can hear the zinger wrappers opening. We can hear them sniff. We can hear them eat. And we even thought we have a recording which will be coming out hopefully by when my show comes out next week of what we believe Sasquatch ripping a fart, a wet fart.
Yep,
That's true.
it is true.
And we have a gulp. When we had honey out here, we had 2 jars of honey. And it's funny because we haven't heard them gulp before or after because we haven't had honey. And you can almost hear them tapping on the jar. And you hear this loud, and that was presented to people without telling them what it was. And 3 of them out of 100% said that was a gulp. So please, definitely respect the research. Check it out. Make a decision on your own of what things could be. Don't be rude. Don't be mean. If you guys get any ideas, please share it with us. Richard Leiden. I gotta say, you're better off looking for ghosts than Bigfoot here in I agree with that too. You are 100% correct. But except for the almost no Bigfoot tales. So embedded in the Bigfoot community, you will hear a lot of stories of Bigfoot. Lots of them. Does not rival ghosts. We are in one of the oldest area of the United States, right? And it doesn't rival ghosts, but if you give ghosts, say, 100%, Bigfoot's at a good 40, and that's being fair. I was a paranormal researcher long before I discovered Bigfoot, or Bigfoot discovered me, I should say. I agree with your statement to where, except the almost none. That's the one part.
But also Bigfoot means to you. We didn't just like randomly just get up and start going Bigfoot.
Yeah, and again, context. You guys got to know my story, My story is in my backyard. I own 3 acres. It abuts 94 acres of conservation with a major river about a mile out from my back door. It's in the Bridgewater Triangle in southeastern Massachusetts. I heard stick breaking and trees snapping, and I have recording of them growling at me. I have them banging on trees in the pitch dark. That's where my story started. It might help give some context to what I'm saying to you. That's the one right there. See, that looks small though. But it's fat. Look how fat that is.
It's 8 inch.
It's a toe right here, it looks like. Yeah, dude. I thought you had Scaniverse on your phone. You don't have Scaniverse on your phone?
Maybe I just didn't work.
Paranoid much? Who's paranoid? Thank you, World Gaming. London, we love you, man. Stay safe. See you. No, nobody's paranoid. What do you mean paranoid much? I don't even know what that means. Make sure we're respectful, though, please. Nobody's paranoid. I'm out in the woods looking for a fucking 8-foot fucking hairy creature. You think I'm fucking paranoid? The fuck? I'm only paranoid when I'm at home and my 20-month-old who wants to rip my lungs out. That makes me paranoid. That and rude people on my YouTube channel. Get a little paranoid about that. So we're gonna be signing off. I want to thank everybody for being here. I truly do. Right? You heard her. Don't fuck with my moderators. My name's Richie B. If you see that number 44, that's my boy Matt Quigley up in heaven. Do you think Bigfoot tracks you like wolves track hunters? We have been followed. Yes, that's a great theory. Thank you for saying that. 5 kids that live with me. I got 2 more in college. Thank you for that question, Ellie. Yes, I do believe there is some resemblance to that, which might, in case, be how they run with coyotes and stuff. You know what I mean? So, anyways, you guys saw the gift and share. Okay, we have pictures of it. You were here this time. Watch for the notification next time, and you can see, if you haven't seen yet, what happens to the gift and chair. In the meantime, I want you guys to go check out the journey of the gift and chair and sounds of the gift and chair on my YouTube channel. Unbelievable episodes, lots of evidence in there. What could be, I do air quotes because, again, we're researching something that's undiscovered. So, theological evidence, I guess we'll call it, right? But I really love having you guys. I really enjoyed the conversation. Make sure you guys hit the notify button, hit that like button. Go over and follow my friend Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. She's one of my moderators and a producer for my show. So make sure we get her subscriptions up to 1,000. She's like $8.95, I think, last I checked. So she deserves it. She's worked very hard. And I love having you guys around. I really enjoy the conversation. I really do. Thank you so much for everything. D-Man, great job. I appreciate you. Ellie, thank you. Bill, and I think Jim was in there working hard, asking questions. And thank you to my moderators, Henry, D-Hoot, and Sam. Thank you so much. Catch me on YouTube, of course, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. All Banter with Richie B. The show will be back next week. No, I cannot love bug. None of them are innocent. Have a good day. My podcast will be next week. See, don't fuck with the moderators. I tell you, that was a bookend, right? Was that a bookend? Like we walked in and you threw somebody out, and we're walking out and you throw somebody out. Go to Sam's Pretty Paranormal right now. Like and subscribe to her channel. Let's go. We got to get her to 1,000, man. I love you, baby Jack. I want you guys to keep climbing. I love you, Mama. Wojo's going to get us out of here because that's what he does.
That's right. Hey, nice meeting you all. Thank you for being on there. And yes, we are home of the boom. Let's go.
And there we go. We kicked another one out. I think that's a record today. We had to kick out at least 12 people. That means we're making fucking waves. Let's fucking go.